Known as Godpool, and I'm here with Kellen. Hi, Kellen.
No.
No. One of the fun things about about the intros that I've noticed about myself is I don't have a very consistent way of doing the introduction during the beginning of streams. It's either very chill or very upbeat. It's never consistent, apparently.
Oh, that's fine. Sometimes you gotta just be like that.
I feel the most awkward part of the stream is always the beginning because you're starting the stream. So it's weird.
Well.
It's weird to start when you're starting them, I guess. But we're gonna give this the customary 5 to 10 minutes before we do anything that people kind of drop in. I'm gonna send some announcement, but until then, Kellen, how you doing? Hi, Quiz. Hi,
Hello,
Quizzy.
Chris.
Hi, Quizzy Poo.
Always good to see Chris start a stream. It's pretty.
Yes.
It's like customary at this point. It feels like.
Yes.
I really have got to get back on and play some Final Fantasy with all the crew. I have the sub up. I just keep forgetting because I find I bounce around a lot. Like I'm not dedicated to one thing or the other. But I do want to play it. It's just I already told you that I'm at that point in the game where I'm trying to get to the first expansion to where everything supposedly gets better, but it's such a slog getting there. It's like, oh my god! But apparently I'm almost there. I keep getting occupied. Like this week's been a little occupied. I think this weekend I'll be good though, because I have plans to. Well, Revan, he's getting groomed on Saturday, and so he'll be out for the day, and I'll probably be doing some cleaning. But in between, washing clothes and stuff, I'll probably hop on and get some playtime in. How about you? How are you doing? What you doing? All that good stuff.
I'm a good. I'm working on my kind of I just started a designer's course thing in my jeweler's course. So what I'm doing now is I'm working, kind of researching stuff for that, and one of the kind of themes I'm going. I was writing down so I couldn't talk and write at the same time. I'm so simple.
Uh-huh.
But
That's fine.
But one of the things that I'm planning, I'm using as themes, I'm using armors, specifically Gothic from the Gothic styles way back, and I'm also using Japanese armors.
Gothic. That's like Evanescence, right?
Yes.
Way back in the early 2000s?
Yes, boy, yes. Totally.
Wake me up inside. Can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Save me with this armor that he makes.
Oh my god. But yeah, I think I'm leaning kind of more towards it's kind of leaning towards romance era, a bit before that. And I'm also using Japanese masks as one of the themes that I had. And one of the things I was thinking about trying to use is one of the things I was thinking about making is I was gonna get myself a mask, or make a very simplistic mask for this project, and I was gonna break it and use the Japanese art of using gold to repair vases and stuff like that to make a mask with that kind of theme.
Right.
Or maybe gonna do that with because one of the immediate ideas I got was to make a kind of decorative piece that is either essentially a handguard that is not for practical use. It's just pretty leather, and it's kind of fastened to the leather with some ornamental writings and stuff on them. I was thinking about putting 2 feathers on them if I could. But another thing I was thinking was doing that thing, but make it ring-sized. So instead of having a standard silver ring, it would be a leather-bound ring with a silver plating on it that kind of resembles a like a wrist guard, like a guard for your forearm.
That sounds neat.
I'm gonna have to see like what of it. I think all of those ideas are viable. I'm just not sure how much like I have access to right now. So I just need to I kind of need to research and figure out how I'm gonna do it. So essentially, I'm making jewelry pieces based based off of armor and festival masks. And my whole because this course is all about like talking about what kind of stuff you want to make and kind of theming and stuff like that. And
yeah,
we've established because one of the reasons why I really want to make jewelry and stuff like that is because I want to make jewelry themed off of like magical artifacts from D&D and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and so you can send me Christmas gifts. That's I know,
Yeah.
You already told me. I'm just kidding, but that would be fucking cool.
I'll fucking do it totally... one day, Kellen. One day I'll fucking do it,
dude. No, I'll totally commission. I don't know how I'm supposed to send you money, but I'll totally commission some work. And I'll have to send you the whole ring size thing.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're gonna have to send me you're probably gonna get a because I know that the US has a different numbering system than we do here, but I can get a cone with both mine and with both Icelandic and US numbering systems for ring sizes.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be doing that. But yeah, man, I'll make some cool shit. That's the whole point of this.
Cool.
Oh my god, that was a crack! Oh boy! My neck made a cracking sound. Well, yeah.
Oh, it's fun.
That's kind of the stuff I want to make. I think one of the things that I find the coolest is looking at weapons and jewelry and stuff like that in games and in D&D, described in D&D games and the art for them of it. Always makes me think it would be really cool if this kind of stuff would actually exist. It'd be kind of cool. Which is also partially a reason why I want to learn how to work with glass to an extent, so that I can cut glass into gem-like shapes, so that I won't need to use actual gems for everything that I do. Because it'd be hella expensive making these rings with real gems, unless I wanted to make specifically with real gems.
True, and depending on also if anyone actually commissions from you, then you'd have the funds to supply such.
Yeah. Also, one of the things I want to do is I want to learn how to cut gems. That would be really cool if I can learn that, but that's not a part of my course currently, so we'll have to see if I'll be able to learn that. One of the other things I kind of want to learn is I am gonna take a kind of seminar on resin work and stuff like that, so that I can make dice and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a kind of joke about it, but there is a blacksmithing seminar, which would be really fun to take, just to be able to make cool things with that kind of knowledge. But that is I would say that's out of all of the things I want to do, that's practically, if I want to use it for work, it's not necessarily the most useful information or useful thing to know, but it is hella cool. And
yeah,
it would be hella cool to make things with it.
Absolutely.
But yes, before we get lost in chatting about this and never move forward, we have plans for today. We have a plan for moving forward.
You have plans?
Yes, they were based off of what I asked you about. So I'm confused. I'm confused.
Well,
Yep.
I know we need to fight Lawrence. We need to.
Yeah, we need to fight that Lawrence dude in the Old Hunters, the last boss we have left. That last optional boss. We could have fought him before we fought like Orphan of Kaz. I think he unlocks after you defeat Maria. But we decided to go after the Orphan first.
Oh yeah, I mean, technically he's pretty strong too. Like, he fights similar to Cleric Beast, but he's definitely his own weight class.
I forgot to go and get myself blood vials. And both forgot and didn't really have time, but you know. So I have 12 blood vials right now, but I can probably make that work.
Oh my gosh. I mean, if you want to farm up a little bit, we can just kind of talk.
Yeah, I was thinking. Well, what I was thinking, like, how far is it until we get to the Margot the Wet Nurse?
I mean, we still got to get up there. We got to deal with the big brain thing. Remember the big light that always gives you frenzy?
Yeah, I was thinking whether or not whether we should, like, even though we're not gonna do the boss, that we would just team up around that area and go all the way up to Margot so that we just clear the path to her.
I mean, we can do that on both sides, sure. Just what I would say is, if anything, that if you want to save on blood vials when you come into my world, just don't use any and try to survive. If you die, you just ring the bell and come back in, and you just, you know, because you don't lose any blood echoes that way, and you can just build them up and get your blood vials.
Yeah, sounds like a plan in my brain.
All right. So want to do that first, then go deal with Lawrence, then try to get Margot and all that.
Yeah.
All right. Because even if we do Margot, we can still, even though it'll set up to start the end game, we don't have to go into the boss area of the end game. So
yeah. Like, technically, it doesn't matter whether or not we do Margot or Lawrence first. It's just like we can work our way to Lawrence at least. No, work ourselves to Margot, I say.
I knew what you meant. Okay, let me remember where the frick.
It is the second highest.
Margot's loft middle.
Yeah. Oh, bell ringing woman rings a sinister bell. Right. Am I coming to you first, or you come to me?
Since you need to build up echoes, why don't you come to me first?
All right.
And then that way you can see everything we need to do, and then that way, it'll be smoother on your end. Give me a second to set up my password.
That's cool. I already rang the small bell before I asked you the question. Which, by the way,
you are assuming a lot.
I am. So, just because I think I should just mention this for shits and giggles. So me and Kellen, we're just checking, and this is more for like the people in chat, not you, Kellen. Oh, that sounds. Me and Kellen were talking, and we are planning to do things after we finish this. After we finish this playthrough, but we're still gonna take like I think a break from the Dark Souls game. So we're what is happening? Why is everything black? Where is the darkness everywhere? What? Oh, okay, you summoned me. That's why. Oh my god, I didn't see the summoning message or anything, so I just disappeared.
I have to say, what?
It was really confusing. I panicked.
Okay. Alright, let's see if we can do this stupid little trick. Ah, damn it, the Sinister Bell resonates. I forgot, this is going to be a heavy PvP area, man.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's always one of the heaviest PvP areas.
Minerva Knight has arrived. Oh! That was I was startled. appeared
Hold
behind me. They appeared behind me, which is why it startled me. Up! Ow! Alright, fine.
I think they were just... Alright, you can go.
Oh, I heard him like twice.
You can do it, bud.
Dude, I didn't even see whether or not I was hitting or not. I had a weird lag there. But I'll go, just to finish what I was saying before, so yeah, me and Kellen, we are, probably gonna do Final Fantasy VIII next. It's very likely that we'll do Final Fantasy VIII next. Isn't that right, Butto?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm in the middle of this fight.
Yeah, I figured. I'm gonna walk up to where you are right now.
Got him.
Good! I got really startled by that dude.
Alright. Bell's still ringing, so...
Yeah, I'm just walking up the stairs right now. Oh, isn't that a shortcut? That is here?
Hmm?
Oh, yeah, it's a shortcut that goes down. Okay, I just activated it.
Right. I think I've already activated it, but I'm just gonna do it real quick just in case.
But yeah,
this particular elevator, there's actually a spot you roll off on it for a secret area where we need to go. But yeah, it's you can die off of it, so we're gonna have to be careful on it. But I thought that was...
Oh yeah, I see it. I could try it now, since we're not connected yet.
I mean, we can do... I mean, might as well do it together.
True that.
The reason we're not connecting is because I'm coming back up in my bell. It won't let me have the ring while I'm on the elevator.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back in the spot right before it, so we should connect soon.
Yeah. But yeah, like, oh my god, Sinister Bell resonates with another. Fuck.
Wait. You're getting invaded? Is it the same person?
Yep.
Minerva Knight, whatever?
I already bowed for you. Fuck ya.
Oh my gosh, this person's like, I want to fight.
Oh my god, get the... Dude, you weren't even close to me. Fuck off. This is not... Dude, I'm, like, seeing him... They're hitting me when I'm not even close to them, so that's kind of bothering me.
I will say that there was some lag difference on my end when I was fighting them. I would hear the hit sound, even though it didn't look like they hit me. So,
that is definitely...
I did get them, though.
Yeah, I think that was on their end. It felt so weird, because every time we get something like that where I can't see, like, the hits connect or anything like that, but I can see them, like, their hits connect with me, though I'm not even close to them, that kind of fucks with me. But yeah, I'll be playing FF8, if that's the game we do. It's very likely that's the game we do.
That's definitely a heavy chance, unless you happen to tie into the conversation we had before the game, or we started streaming. Unless you get Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and get into it with me. Oh man, I gotta tell you, it's just... I've had it on the shelf, and I actually traded it in, but I found a really cheap copy to get it again, and I've been having a ball. But I have no idea what to do with my older character, so I remade. Because my older character, I actually made just a straight up human. Like, I was like, I'm gonna be the greatest warrior in the universe as a human. Humans represent. Fuck Saiyans. But I actually am. I decided to mess around with both the Namekian and the Frieza race this time, and just kind of seeing which one's fitting. But the sad part about that is the only thing that saves between characters is the when you unlock like certain moves and souls and items and things like that. But when it comes to story progress, every single one of them have to do kind of their own thing again. Parallel quest, all that good stuff. You have to go through the motions again. But at the same time, it's been a long time since I've done the story, so that's not going to be so bad. But at the same time, you know, if I want to play two separate characters, I have to level them up at the same time separately. And
Yeah.
so that part's a little bit of a grind, and me figuring out which one I want to play as the most right now. I'm thinking my Frieza race guy. And you know how Dragon Ball, I know you said you weren't into it, but you know that like all their names are basically puns on stuff. Like Gohan, which is Goku's son, is like rice, I believe. Piccolo, the Namekian, I mean Piccolo's an instrument. Vegeta is just like a spin on vegetable and whatnot. Well, and Frieza, all his races. Well, clearly his race's name is Frieza, but like his name was Frieza because they never named the race. But his brother was Cooler. His dad was King Cold. So I named my guy Chillax. So yo, man, let's just chillax. All right.
Are we gonna do this together? I don't know if we can.
It's gonna be hard to do it actually together. So I'm gonna go down first.
Go for it. I'll just be thrown out if you miss.
Ah,
wow,
missed.
That was really weird to look at. Did you die?
Oh yeah, I'm dead.
That was so weird to look at. I saw you just like kind of like teleport to the side and then fall and die.
It was really weird because like it's like I got caught on the door of the elevator. It was really hard to judge it properly. Oh boy, I see where this is gonna go. All right, I'm ringing my bell again.
All right. I'm gonna just before I ring mine, I'm just gonna make an attempt on it really quickly.
Actually, yeah. You know what? Go down there and see if you can ring your bell once you're in there.
Oh, fuck that up. But I will ring my bell once I'm in there.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Because otherwise, I'm gonna be spending insight. Let me actually silence my bell.
That was a little bit of a crooked aim for me there.
Yeah, dude. I remember when I first did this back, first time playing through. So annoying.
Yeah, it's like so hard to like correctly time that roll.
I got it. Okay. I did it. Actually, you know what? If I remember correctly, this just leads to the whole thing where you knock down the big brain.
Oh, what the fuck? That was weird. Okay, that was weird.
Oh yeah, it's those things. God damn it. I forgot that this is one of those areas. Let me get my sedative out.
Oh, they're the big brain boys.
Yeah, it's got brainy boys.
Big brainy boys. Oh boy! My phone made a wingling sound.
I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? If you can, did you make it on there yet?
No, I'm gonna make one more attempt and at least one more solid attempt. Like it was weird. I thought I had timed it where I was like with the hole in front of me, but apparently I did not. Oh my god!
I'm gonna watch your video and see where you went. Okay, yeah, I made the same mistake the first time. Let it get just a little bit lower.
Yeah, I think it's hard to see because of the angle that you the camera's at, but I feel like I'm just jumping a little bit too early.
Yeah, that's actually I was doing the exact same angle you just died on there. I decided this time to let it get just a little lower where it almost feels like you're past it, almost.
Alright, I'll try that.
And that's when I rolled.
By the way, just out of curiosity, have you seen the new D&D book?
Huh? What D&D book?
Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
I have not.
There's like so many new subclasses and so many new things in it. And
Are
like,
they good
and
subclasses?
yes, some of them are pretty good. Some of them I haven't read all of them, but some of them are pretty good. And they add new like optional class features that the DM can choose whether or not the players have. So like some of those class features replace other class features. Like the ranger gets new class features that replace like their level 1 features and stuff like that.
Oh, good grief! Are they good though? Is it
Yes,
actually kind of like?
these are actually good.
All right, because the thing is sadly, okay, Ranger's the first class I ever played in D&D 3.5 when I first ever played,
Same here.
and I love the class. It's a great class. Now, my favorite has always been Paladins and Bards. I fit those more, but I have a very soft spot for Rangers, and it was so sad that okay, you know what? They're not horrible. It's just they are extremely limited compared to a lot of the classes in terms of the base book version.
Like, if I remember correctly, like, instead of getting favored enemy or whatever at it, they get favored foe, which essentially lets you mark enemies and you get bonus damage on that instead. And it's something more like that. I don't remember like exactly what it does, but I know that like it makes you essentially better in dealing with enemies.
Like all enemies rather than just happen to pick the right environment and all that good stuff. And even the base can still be worked with. Like there's nothing wrong with the well, okay, it's just severely underpowered compared to a lot of the others, but it's not a bad class completely. But it definitely could be a lot better.
Yep.
And so if they finally did that, that's good.
Alright. I killed one of those brain dudes at least while we were.
There are two more.
Two more. All right.
And there's not there's not a lot. You're gonna get past there. There's a room with some spooters. They're not really that tough. And then you'll go just a little bit farther, and there'll be a cutscene with a lever you activate.
All right. I'm just gonna put sedatives so that I can easily use them. For I'd preferably don't want. Oh, there are two together there. Oh boy.
Yeah. Honestly, one of them, when it saw me, got a lot closer, and it was easier to deal with, so it's not too bad.
Oh.
Damn it.
No! Oh, I died somehow. I don't know how. I wasn't paying attention to my health at all. God damn it, I need to get back there. Shit.
Oh, dude. Damn it, man. Okay.
I should have probably used at least one vial before I tried to do that.
Choir bell. What is the choir bell? I forget. Hey, I just got a trophy that I didn't get before. I think it's a hunter tool.
Oh yes, that's the last hunter tool.
Invigorates all cooperating parties, healing them. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. It's a party thing.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's real fucking neato.
But yeah, like
and where you get that, by the way, there's one more brain dude. So, and it's across some scaffolding you got to be really careful on.
Fun times.
But it's not too bad. Just be careful.
But yeah, I definitely do recommend checking out that new book. It has a lot of cool, like 20-something new subclasses. That's how many.
What else is in the book? Like, it's obviously there's subclasses, but what else is the main thing about this one?
No, mostly subclasses. And like optional class features and stuff like that. It has also stuff about like sidekicks. And there are magic tattoos in it. And some items, but mostly classes.
Magic tattoos. I bet that's associated with the Ebron campaign because the tattoo mark, the guild marks, or whatever is in there.
I think they're using I think they were using this book to adjust like to adjust the classes a little bit to make them a little bit more even. That's why they were adding the optional class features that the DM can choose whether or not you have in the game or not.
It
And
sounds like they finally basically printed Unarked Arcana because, you know, the whole Unarked
yeah,
Arcana thing is you could always go to their website and see what they were working on, and you could always bring it in, and it's official testing material. And some of the
yep.
range on there, like the Gloomstalker, was Unarked Arcana, but it was far better than the normal Ranger. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with that, maybe.
Yeah, I think they were like adjusting a lot of stuff. Alright, please.
What door is that? Why is it locked? I don't remember that door.
Oh. Alright, I have one sedative left apparently. Oh boy.
Oh, here's where I go.
But I should be fine. I've got like 76,000 echoes. These guys drop a lot of echoes.
Oh, yeah, the brain dudes? Yeah.
They drop a lot.
What the fuck? How the hell do I get out?
I'm gonna heal. I don't want to die again.
Huh. Well, I don't know if I just forgot to unlock a door or... or if there's something I'm not doing that's supposed to unlock it. I mean, obviously there's something to do to unlock it, but... don't know where...
That was weird. I expected this guy to jump at me. But he didn't. Yeah, compared to like the spiders, those brain dudes give you a fuck ton. Yeah, the spiders give like 1,000, while the other ones gave like way, way, way more.
Ah, this is what I need to do. Okay. Ooh, a blood rock.
Oh, you got the blood rock?
Yeah, where you drop the big brain once you do the lever thing. You'll continue going. You'll find the scaffolding one once you're done with that. There's an area to go into, and you're basically going to go down to the area where the brain was, is what you're doing. And
Alright, I activated
and there's a lot of stuff sitting there.
Oh, there's the brain. Oh yeah, I just killed the brain?
Oh, there's a lever. It's not that you've killed it. It's just you've made it go somewhere else to where you can go meet it.
Yeah, I just dropped it.
You remember the make contact gesture?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why we use it. And you want to do the thing where you hold it long enough to where your arms switch.
Yeah, I need to do that right. Oh, there he is. Oh, shit.
Just trying to remember how to get there. It's been a minute.
No!
What'd you do? Oh.
Oh, that was so dumb of me.
Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? You silly,
Oh, that was so
silly.
dumb. And I don't even have any sedatives left. Fun time.
Well, you know what we say when we have no sedatives left.
I'm gonna... How much do sedatives cost?
Actually, you may have more than you think. Just go check the,
yeah, I need to check. Because
your
I don't,
chest.
I really don't wanna, I don't... Fucking lady ringing that freaking bell. God fucking damn it. That was so dumb of me. He like ran towards me, fell, and I was like, ha! And I walked off. Let's go pick up items. Let's go pick up items. Let's go pick up items. Oh, that's what I have on me. What? Oh, wait.
I have found the brain.
Oh yeah, I have 11 sedatives in storage.
Weird spot, bud.
Oh wait, can I take Molotovs? Can I just throw Molotovs at those fuckers from a...
Possibly. I don't know how much damage it'll do.
Probably more... I'm gonna try it. Sedatives. How much oil do I have? I have a few oil things.
Oh,
Oil
damn it.
urns. And I guess I'll try out Molotov. I really don't want to fuck this up because I have a lot of echoes.
All right, I got the final moon run. It looks like a pretty dark one too.
Ooh.
Actually, let's go. Well, you can actually hurt this thing, so I'm gonna kill it.
No, ripperoni pepperoni.
Well, he did try to make me go crazy when he was all up there. I made contact, and now I'm killing him.
I guess he just asked for it.
It gave me living string. What the hell? Living string?
The bell ringing lady is nowhere nearby, which makes me just feel ever so awful.
Is living string.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-dee-boop-bee, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-dee-boop-bee, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-dee-boop, ba-ba-dee-boom.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering, like, I think the Molotovs could be good, but I think I just need to, the only reason why I'm thinking about it is because, if I can stay my distance and he won't get a hit on, like, won't talk to me, that's fine.
Yes, this is the really dark moon run that gives you where you can get more blood echoes. Hey, that's a thing you can do. If you want to farm for echoes, you can put one of the moon runes on to get some more.
Oh my god! What is fucking wrong with me?
I didn't think about that.
I was gonna try to pick up my sedatives, but cause I'm a dumbass, I fucked that up like a gazillion times.
It happens to the best of us.
I went past them like 3 times, and I was like, why am I so dumb? Yeah, I tried to use like the oil urn, but that apparently is not a smart way of doing that. I'm just gonna remove everything except for the Molotov and that, just so that it won't be a fucking issue again.
Oh, okay, so I picked up the item, but I can't find it in my inventory, so I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Oh boy, so close to fucking that up. No, 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 no! What? Apparently, I died. Ah, boy.
Oh yeah, definitely. After you make contact and get the moon run, you definitely want to kill the brain, because it's used, that little thing it gives you wherever it goes in your inventory. It's used to unlock the Great Thumera Ihil Chalice, where the Yarnum Thumerian Queen is basically the final boss. So.
I do know what that is.
But it should.
Oh my god, that fucking sinister bell crap. Please leave me alone.
Alright. So it should be one of these items here. Living string, living string. There it is! Special material used in Holy Chalice ritual.
Alright, I'm just not going to use the Molotovs, because it does not help at all.
There's one other thing you can possibly do.
Hmm?
You can probably just run by them, you know, try to use the environment to your advantage and get by the ones that you don't have to kill. and then just, you know.
I'm mostly doing it now to get the echoes again, because I just lost a fuck ton.
Well, gee.
I wanted to buy, because I want to buy healing stuff.
Well, gee.
You're judging me.
Oh, highly.
Alright, so just when they are causing, like, fucking frenzy, they also hurt you. I keep forgetting that that is also a thing. No! I was gonna shoot him. I was gonna shoot him good, but then I fucked up!
Oh, hey. Another thing you might want to do, might want to go back into right when you start the fight with Nikolash.
Mm-hmm.
There's apparently a key that we missed. It's like right when you go in, it's to the left or something. And because there's a, with the little brain area, there's a key.
Oh, are you talking where you drop down to fight him?
Yeah, like when you first enter his boss room, you know, through the across that little bridge. Apparently, there is a key called like an iron door key. I was basically when I got to the area where after you drop the brain and you go down and you explore the area where it was hanging at, there is a door that was locked. I'm like, well, how do I open this door? It's because there's a key we missed, but it's in the middle of a fight too, so you have to go back in and explore.
There's an item, at least I missed. Yeah, iron door key, I found it.
Oh, are you there already?
Yep, I was so close to it. I also found a kin cold blood here, so there's that.
Cool, well,
there's so much mist here, it's really easy to miss things.
Did I really just do that? I totally just did that.
You died?
I didn't realize that the bridge was gone to Nikolash. And I was looking at you while running in there, and then I looked up and I died, and I'm like, well,
it's essentially
that's my mama.
It's essentially what I did during the boss fight when I didn't realize that there wasn't a bridge at one point. And I just ran across it.
Ah, Jeebus.
Oh my god. No bridges are the most unfortunate accidents.
I'm an unfortunate accident. Oh, just myself. Self-depreciating humor. Oh.
Rip a Rooney pepperoni. You know what? A game I'm thinking about playing a little bit because I really kind of want to play it.
What?
Kingdom Come, the Kingdom Come Divergence, I think it's called.
Yeah, we've talked about it. If you want to try that on a Wednesday, I can do a sit through. We can give it a couple sessions if we decide that we don't care for it. Then
yeah,
at least for a stream.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. We'll give it like a couple of sittings and see if we want to do it for the entirety. Are you coming to me or not?
I'm sorry, G. You didn't buy me steak or wine. I mean, you gotta treat a girl first. You know. So I mean, maybe someday, G, but you can't force it.
Cool, bro. I'm so angry at myself right there. I don't know why. He didn't come running at me immediately, so for some reason I began panicking. And I got killed at it. They keep getting me killed at it, and I'm so sad at it about it. I do have, though, if we're just gonna talk about the runes, I do have a moon rune on me. So I do get more echoes from slain enemies, but I could technically put all of my runes to that. If I wanted to.
Oh, if you wanted to, sure. But but the one you get from the brain, it definitely is like I think the strongest one of the moon runes.
Yeah, I think I
But
have
just
a
remember,
red one right now.
do not kill the brain until you make contact. I'm reminding you.
Great!
Okay, they said that the key was here. Where's the key?
Are you,
Okay,
it's in
in
a
the
room
very
with a mirror. There are mirrors in the room that it is in.
Mirrors in the room. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's actually
Because
I went into the room that you dropped down to fight him, and I went into the stairway and went down from there. That takes you to it.
kind of, I'm trying. You know how it is. This area is confusing.
I try.
Like if you cry every time.
Yeah. I got my 0 blood echoes back. Woo!
Good job, buddy.
Thank you. I'm so proud of myself. I cry.
All right.
All right. No more Mr. fucking things up and being just fuck.
Girl,
No!
I think you got it.
Fuck! Are you shitting me?
I heard no, but you weren't like completely done, and then you said fuck, and then I'm like, well, now he's done.
No, I didn't die, but my I said no because my sword clashed on the wall, so it ricocheted and didn't kill him. But I managed to kill him, but I still got frenzied, even though I drank a sedative. So I drank the sedative just not at the last second, just right as the last second passed, essentially. Oh, God.
So what you're saying is
I suck.
You suck. Jinx has said it first. You owe me a Coke.
Oh my god, that was perfect timing, though. Now I only have 36,000. I used to have 75,000 when I got your... I'm so sad about that.
Hey, we're like twins. I have 70,000 right now.
Fucking spoilers. Alright, that didn't fully reach, apparently.
Alright, now I have to walk around and do this again.
Whew. Alright. So I have a plan for the one brain dude across the hall. I have a plan. It's a solid plan. It's gonna work.
Okay.
Wait, that was weird. Alright, cool.
I'm in it. I'm listening. I'm with you.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
all right. So it involves a cannon. It also involves telling a guy to go fuck himself.
Well, I like the part about fucking himself. I don't know about the cannon.
He fell down to his death. I'm gonna drink this sedative because I don't know if
there you go.
Oh
yeah, once that frenzy starts, it's gonna build by itself, no matter if they're not looking at you or not, for a certain point in time. So yeah, sedative up, bud.
Yep.
What?
I got 2 sedatives.
What's your insight?
My insight's 12. It builds
up
kind of fast.
You won't. Well, the thing is the higher insight, the more damage it does once it actually pops. The lower your insight, the less you'll take. So you would have probably survived. Probably.
Yeah, I would have survived if I had full health. But like, the thing is, while my for some reason, while my while my frenzy is building up, you take damage. So if I don't think about it, I die. It's gonna hurt. Hunter's Craft. All right, I need to go past here, right? I think this is where I go. But is that... This is where I was. This is where brain dudes were, and I killed them. Oh wait, what? This is not that.
Yeah, yeah, I'm crossing Brain Dude Bridge again.
Is there another door here that I didn't pay attention to, or... No, there's only one door. So, yeah. Alright. I killed the spiders and the brain dude. So that's all that's here. Then you just go back. Wait, no, this is not the same bridge. Where am I? I am lost.
Oh. You're on the good bridge. Okay. Just search around. Don't... Eventually you're going to come back and drop down into the area where the brain dude was hanging. But not at the moment. Keep searching around this area first. And then there's that door that you got the key for that you'll be able to unlock.
Alright. Hey, Paco! Welcome!
Paco!
Paco! Yeah, she apparently nodded off, and that's why she's late. But that's fine, Paco. Oh, yeah, this is the place you're talking about. Drop down here, right? Yeah, don't
drop down. Don't drop yet. Keep searching. There's a door to unlock first, and so on and so forth.
I figured that was probably where I was supposed to drop down. I was just making sure.
Yeah, and then that's once you drop down in that area, then you'll be able to continue on.
But yeah, one of the things, by the way, in Tasha's book, Cauldron of Everything, there are new fighting styles in it, available to fighters and everyone that get fighting styles.
Huh.
And one of the fighting styles is called blind fighting, like the feat in 3.5. Yep. Want to know what it does?
Well, considering the way that feats are like supercharged in this game, I actually don't know like what. Because the thing is like okay, like power or what is it? Great weapon master is basically it's cleave, it's power attack, and one other thing all wrapped in one.
Well, this is not a feat. This is just a fighter, like a fighting style, like the.
Fighting styles. I remember what those are now. Yeah.
It gives you blind sight 10 feet. Unless somebody's behind like a cover or blocked by something, you can see like invisible things around you.
That's pretty legitimate.
Yeah, for like a fighter also. So
now, granted, you know, how many fighting styles do fighters get in the end? Like, don't they get 2 or?
No. They get like a decent amount of them. They get like 2-weapon fighting, archery, defense.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. Normally, when you choose a fighting style, you get one in the other classes. Like paladins, they get a fighting style. They can choose one out of a list. So I know fighters can choose out of a list, but don't they also get the option to choose more than just one fighting style?
Yeah, they get a fighting style in level 1.
Yeah. It's been a minute since I played a fighter myself, because everyone always takes fighter, so I never get a chance to play one anymore.
I think they get, like... I'm just gonna check here, so they get... Oh, wait. They get a fighting style... Yeah, you adopt a specialty... Which is normally you get like you can choose between archery, defense, dueling, great weapon fighting, protection, and 2-weapon fighting. That's the base.
Yeah.
And I thought they would get 2 styles, but they do not. They only get 1.
And they would you can get a second style if you go with a different class that has a fighting style, is how that would work, like paladin or something.
Yeah.
But that's only if you really want to multi-class that. But still, okay, so blind fighting is cool and unique, but in terms of optimal, it doesn't fall optimal. So it's going to be better for if you're building a design, and you're also relying on the GM to provide invisible enemies constantly.
I think blind fighting is going to be useful, especially if you are multi-classing with something. Like
if you're multi-classing to get multiple fighting styles, then fuck yeah. But if you wanted to go hard fighter, then it's not the most.
Yeah,
I would say it's that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say if you're gonna if you want to build a monk, for example, or a rogue, and you want to give him a fighting style, blind fighting would actually be pretty good for them.
Yeah.
Especially monk, I would say. Monk would really get like good stuff out of having blind fighting. Because they can flurry everything, and also rogue would get a lot of good shit out of it, because you can see like if you're blinded or like in total darkness, you're still not like fucked. So, but you also get unarmed fighting, thrown weapon fighting, superior technique, and interception. Those are and blind fighting. Those are all the new. There are 5 new fighting styles. Blind fighting gives you blindside 10 feet. Interception allows you, if there's a friend within 5 feet of you that's getting attacked, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus your proficiency. It's kind of...
Oh, they actually gave intercept in the game?
Yeah.
Oh man, oh that's gonna be really good, especially for like people that really want to build a correct tank kind of build.
Then there's the fighting style unarmed fighting, which you can deal bludgeoning damage equals to 1d6 plus your strength modifier, and if you're not wielding any weapons or a shield, it becomes a d8. And at the start of each of your turns, you can deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage to any one creature grappled by you. Thrown weapon fighting, you can draw a weapon that has the thrown property as a part of an attack that you make with a weapon. And additionally, you get +2 to the damage roll with thrown weapons. So, like, throwing daggers and throwing darts actually becomes a viable thing. And superior technique...
Which, the throwing stuff would be kind of cool for a ninja build or something like that, if you're, wanting to do some cool flavor.
And superior technique gives you a maneuver and a superiority die. So it is essentially like if you don't want to go Battle Master, but you want to get a maneuver for whatever build you're gonna do, then you can. But yeah, that was. I just wanted to tell you what they were because it was kind of. Cool.
That's back on the game, I got some really cool blood gems from down there. Actually,
I got a bunch of them. I haven't looked at mine.
Yeah. Well, I'm done with that area. We can continue on with the thing once you go back, spend your echoes and whatnot.
I got so many cursed ones. Oh my god! I don't want to use any of them.
Here's the thing about cursed ones. Those are, if you want the best blood gems, the cursed ones are going to be it. You're just going to have to take a punch to something like mine. 2 of my cursed ones are attack versus the kin is down -10% on 2 different ones, but my blood attack is way up on them too. So, so honestly, the cursed ones are going to be your best ones for making stuff like super awesome.
But yeah, I used the key on the door, so that's open now.
Yep. All right, so
now I can drop down. No, I should. I should definitely use my echoes first, though.
Trying to remember if dropping down there. I think.
Well, worst case scenario, I have Bolt Hunter's Mark.
Dropping down there, I don't think is a problem if I remember correctly. It's not like too crazy.
Pocky was cozy under some blankets, which is why she fell asleep.
Hell yeah, she was.
Cozy Paco. Ow.
Cozy Paco, you're the one.
Alright, Blood Rock! Woo! Alright, I don't want to drop into the hole the brain fell in.
No, you do not. Oh, I know where it's going to drop you, by the way. It's going to drop you back down in the building to where you can take the elevator down to the brain.
Yeah.
Which, there's not... I mean, as long as you're careful, you should be good there. I don't think there's going to be too many enemies that get the jump on you, because it's all those little people in the masks.
Yeah. I just killed one of them.
Yeah, you should be good. And then take the elevator down, make contact, wait for your arms to switch, get the moon run, then fucking smack the brain until it's dead, and get the hell out of there. Go get
brain
echoes.
Doesn't have any, like, health, does it? Like,
no,
it doesn't
it
doesn't attack.
It does have health, but it doesn't attack you or anything like that. So you'll be fine on that end.
Yeah, here's the elevator. I'm mostly worried just because of my health right now. Like her duvet. Where am I? Oh no, I'm not in the right spot. But I am at a Hunter Stream, so I'm gonna actually get there really quickly.
Oh, you didn't take the right elevator. I'm talking about like it's one of those little small cage elevators. It's down in the middle of that one room.
Yeah, I remember which one it is. I thought I was going into that close to that room, but it's fine. I can heal. I can buy some heals right now.
Uh-huh. Sounds like wussy talk to me. No, I'm just kidding. That's smart. If it's already there, if you already made the
following the advice you gave me.
Okay. Oh, I gave that to you early in the game when it was better. Alright, let's see how far I can get without some... I'm gonna try to, like, clear out the area.
What is the name of...
Actually, wait. I need to wait. That way you can get some echoes.
What was the name of that,
Name of...
I'm trying to remember the name of that lantern.
Oh, well, I mean, you can just go back to,
Murgo's Loft Base, right?
No, it's... Oh, yeah. Base.
Base!
At least I'm pretty sure it's base.
But yeah, so yeah, there are a lot of cool, like, optional features that they gave, and I'll tell you what the new classes are. Yeah, it was the base.
Apparently,
by the way, have you seen also the current Unearthed Arcana that has like the dragon stuff, like for like rangers, a Drake Warden, and I think a monk, like there's a monk dragon thing as well.
Hey, what's this about your hair being back to normal? I wasn't paying attention, but Paco was saying that good to see your hair back to normal.
Oh, because my hair is long. She doesn't like it when my hair is short.
That's a weird thing to not like.
Oh yeah, so the ranger stuff, the new optional ranger class feature stuff.
Yeah.
Is Deft Explorer, which replaces Natural Explorer. You're an unsurpassed explorer and survivor both in wilderness and dealings with others and travels. You gain Canny benefit below and additional benefits when you reach 6th and 10th level. Canny. Choose one of your skill proficiency. Your proficiency is doubled for any ability check you make using that chosen skill. You also speak, read, and write 2 additional languages. Roving, which is 6th level. Walking speed increases by 5 and you gain climbing speed and swimming speed equal to your walking speed. And Tireless, as an action you can give yourself a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. You can use this action a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. In addition, whenever you finish a short rest, your exhaustion level, if any, is decreased by 1. This is all Deft Explorer. This is just like, instead of getting the Natural Explorer, that's what you get.
Neato burrito.
And then Favored Foe, which replaces Favored Enemy. When you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can call on your Mystic Bond with Nature to mark the enemy as your favorite enemy for 1 minute or until you lose concentration, as if you were concentrating on a spell. The first time on each of your turns that you hit the favorite enemy and deal damage to it, including when you mark it, you increase the damage by 1d4. You can use this feature to mark favorite enemy a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. This feature's extra damage increases when you reach certain levels in this class, to 1d6 at 6th level and 1d8 at 14th level. And then there are also additional ranger spells. And they also get three fighting style options, new fighting style options, which is blind fighting and thrown weapon fighting. And they also get Druidic Warrior, which is you learn 2 cantrips of your choice from the Druid spell list. They count as ranger spells for you, and Wisdom is your spellcasting modifier. Whenever you gain a level in this class, you can replace one of these cantrips with another cantrip from the Druid spell list. There are a bunch of other things that I'm just not going to read because they're like, the Ranger got the most of like optional class features from what I can tell.
You know why they probably also did that? I'll just tell you now. because of Baldur's Gate 3. I remember that when Baldur's Gate 3, one of the conversations they actually had with Wizards, or one of the articles that came out about a year or so ago when the game was being announced and everything, they were talking about how Baldur's Gate's being designed off 5th edition. Well, one of the problems they saw is the Ranger class, and so Wizards themselves were going to be trying to redesign in a way that one fits, would work better for that, and so that actually makes sense that they would make updates like that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I got someone invading me.
And also so that it's just better overall, because it's pretty underpowered compared to the rest of the classes. If you're just thinking about it in like in regards to like abilities, it's way too like narrow. Like there are so many options on the Ranger class that like narrow everything that you do down by so much. And the Ranger is the one class in the game that's like extra circumstantial, because it requires you to be in the correct terrain to get the most out of it, which is really silly.
Basically, Ranger always to me is something that you'd have to just, if you were luckily if you were playing a campaign and you knew the campaign and the GM was willing to part with at least a little bit of knowledge. Well, like clearly Tyranny of Dragons. Okay, you're probably going to be facing dragons and humanoids because it's a cult and it's humanoids. So you have an option there as a your GM can help you, and you at least know a couple favorite enemies to possibly focus on. But if it's a homebrew campaign and stuff, that's where the problems come in, and you've got to really work with your GM to figure out what's going to be best for your Ranger to actually maximize their abilities. So, but then what if it's a campaign that's completely like Sandbox? Sandbox is where a Ranger really falls flat, because you don't know exactly, unless the GM like really helps focus on things that everyone's gonna, gives everyone a little piece of everything. That's where Rangers can really fall flat. So if you know the campaign, they can be fine. If it's sandboxy, that's where it can be really iffy. But even then, you don't, even in the campaigns, you don't always face the things you're focused on. Which it's still good flavor. Like Ranger always has good flavor. It's just mechanically fitting in everywhere is where their problem is. Have you rang your bell? What are you doing right now?
I'm at the brain place.
Oh, okay.
But also, the one last thing I wanted to kind of mention, which was kind of cool. I'm supposed to do the make contact first, right?
Yeah, make contact. Wait for your arms, like get right in front of it. Wait for your arms to do the thing, and then it'll give you the moon run. Once it's done that, then you swing away.
Hello, brain. Make contact with brain. So, one thing that was actually kind of cool, which they did, is that now at 4th level, with every class, you get a thing called, like, it's either martial or, like, spell versatility. So, like, whenever you reach a level in this class that grants an ability score improvement feature, you can replace a fighting style with another fighting style available to Rangers, or, like, fighters or whatever. This is like, to, essentially, if you want to switch up your fighting styles, you can. But you have to reach a level where you gain an ability score improvement.
Right.
And the cool thing about this is, like, with Warlocks, for example, by the way, Warlocks get, like, they get one new Pact boon option, and they also get additional Warlock spells, but then they get Eldritch Versatility, which is, oh, I got the Moon Rune. Nice. But the Eldritch Versatility is whenever you reach a level in this class when you gain ability score improvement, you can do one of the following following, representing a change in the focus of your occult studies. Replace one cantrip that you from this class's Pact feature ability with another cantrip from the Warlock spell list. Replace the option you chose for the Pact boon feature with one of the features of the other options. If you're 12th level or higher, replace one of the spells from your Mystic Arcanum feature with another Warlock spell of the same level. So, you can change your Pact boon now. When you reach 4th level, if the DM allows it.
Right, which a lot of times people know what they want when it comes to their packs beforehand. It's not one of those things that you typically want to do unless you end up not liking it, which most people do a little bit of research into their characters before.
Normally, like when I'm running, like I don't think I would necessarily have that as an option, because normally when I like what I've done to help, like when I'm running games, instead of having like something like that bound off of like a leveling thing, I'll just like, if there is a thing in the story that makes sense for things to happen, I will help them change that. But normally that doesn't happen. But it's more like story related. Because one of the things I remember the book talking about, like, is like it talks about like cleric changing classes, and like if things happen, like a cleric of war discovers that he prefers to heal, so he changes into a life cleric or whatever. And but one of the things that I do normally is like, if there is things that would make sense for your character to really shift in terms, like if you get a new warlock patron, I will make you switch over to fit that patron. And it's not done like, I'm not doing it like, alright, you did this, so now you have to be this. But like, for example, in my Tuesday campaigns, like I have a player that Tartalus, who is playing a cleric, and he has changed domains 3 times due to his silliness. He changed from being a forge cleric to a death cleric due to a unfortunate deal he made with a being that he doesn't know what is. But then he severed that bond and made a pact with one of the party members that is she is the mother of essentially a great old one, by accident. And he is now it's from a book called Fateforge, but he's playing an aberration cleric, and he worships her as her god, because she is the mother of a great old one, and essentially all of her magic comes from her children. By the way, I'm supposed to kill this brain now. I got the rune.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a lot of health, brain.
Oh yeah, it has definitely a lot of health. To show it who's boss.
But yeah, I just thought that was a funny thing to mention.
You're a funny thing to mention.
Oh, wow. But yeah, I kind of do that to make it like, so that like, because my normally, like when I'm running 5th edition and stuff like that, I prefer for my players to like actually really enjoy what they're playing. And we're playing this campaign, and like when we were making it, they knew ahead of time that they were going to be playing like that they weren't gonna have like full control over their class progression. But they appreciate, like, cause I do a lot of research for them to make sure that they can actually make sure that I'm not picking like shit out of like willy-nilly out of nowhere. Like, I make sure that they're the things they get make sense with what they've been doing in the story.
Well, I personally like the dude that was starting the Pathfinder. I was super excited to play that character, a Shadow Warlock, or not Warlock, Sorcerer, Shadow Sorcerer that basically tries to be a vigilante. Tries to do like, I'm just gonna say Batman or the Shadow type stuff, because like he tries to pretend to be this, debonair, but kind of a klutz playboy during the day. But when it's time to be Action Jackson, he makes a distraction to where he goes off and he switches into the Phantom, as I was calling him. And he has a crow named Edgar or a raven named Edgar, because that's I love stuff like that. um, but it was he was going to do a campaign, and it was this one that is you work for the guard, but he was being a bit railroady, like super railroady that first episode. And we barely got to do much role playing, and I barely got a chance to try to and I discussed my ideas with him beforehand. I was like, will this work? And he's like, that's gonna be fun, I can't wait to see it. But then he kind of railroads, and I'm just hoping it was a first chapter thing. But then he ends up having to possibly go through a divorce, and he's like, I'm not going to be doing gaming for a bit, guys. And so it's like, oh, fuck, one session with the character I was really excited to play. So I'm going to have to look at some point, because I know D&D, I think, added a Shadow Sorcerer or something. And the idea actually sprung...
They actually did.
The idea sprung from I was interested in doing a necromancer first, because I wanted to run not an evil person. I wanted to run the whole neutral style, like think Diablo 3. It's all about balance. They just do creepy ass shit that could send them to the dark side kind of stuff. And so I wanted to play a character that had to struggle with they wanted to keep balance in the world. They only used their techniques just enough not to create armies or anything like that, because I didn't want to necessarily be a minion master. I wanted to be kind of the soul drain style necromancer. Maybe a little bit of minion stuff, but nothing that was to break the game. Only enough to protect himself.
Before you go any further, I just need to ask you a quick question. Should I go 10 cannon or 10 Fist of Gradia? I'm leaning cannon.
I would say probably, go ahead, cannon. You use it more as your in case shit button, so
yeah.
I've barely seen you use your Fist of Gradia.
Yeah, I used the cannon as my backup or a way to deal a bunch of damage at once, kind of thing.
I immediately leveled up my Evelyn, so my Evelyn and my Chikage, my two primary weapons, are now 10s. And the next weapon I get a rock on, it'll be the Simon's Bowblade, because that's my secondary weapon. Because it's also a very good blood tinge weapon. But so the idea was, I was thinking about that, but then I saw the Shadow Sorcerer, and then it just kind of went from there. I started thinking about the hero, the Shadow, and playing someone kind of like that was the double life living, and it just evolved. But I still someday want to maybe do the Necromancer style build that is someone that is I want to play the true neutral style, not necessarily devil's advocate, but someone that it's like, using tools that are considered evil for good, but maybe doing things that are what many good people consider shady, and just finding that cool balance. They don't care necessarily about good or evil, but more balance than anything.
Yeah.
Now, granted, there's still going to be a hero. Like, the whole point of D&D, unless you're running a true evil campaign, is to be the good guy, essentially. To save or do the quest that does the job, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'd be trying to run someone that's like, well, because they have more people on their team, or less people on their team, we outnumber them, so I'm going to switch teams. None of that stupid garbage internet talk about what true neutral is, but the actual neutral about just maintaining balance and a neutral point. But the thing about the alignment chart has always been that some people think you have to be hard set into an alignment, but the thing is, real humans and their alignments evolve, and sometimes what your core is doesn't necessarily mean you always stick with your core.
Yeah.
So that's why my lawful good paladin at times turns a blind eye to the rogue's shenanigans, because he knows that his rogue will do the right thing that he can't do. Now, granted, he's not going to let his rogue go out and torture people or anything like that. What I'm talking about is he knows what a rogue does.
Yeah.
He knows that they're little pickpocket bastards. But at times, you've got to pull tricks and one over on the enemies because you need that help. So as long as he does, it's kind of if he doesn't know about it thing, or he'll turn a blind eye because he's trying to use the tools at his disposal to do the right thing. Though he would not act in such a way himself. He himself is an honorable person. And for a good example, one of my things, we in our current campaign on the Tomb of the Unknown Horrors,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever the current version of it's called, Tomb of Annihilation.
Yes.
We had made a deal with the Red Wizards in this one city, the ancient city we're all exploring to try to find the things to get into the temple.
Mm-hmm.
We had already found a couple. They had found a couple. We made a deal that we would, two heads can work better than one kind of thing. And that we would meet up once we found more, and we would all try to enter the temple together. Well, information came out after this deal, deal had been made about the exact nature of these Red Wizards. Now, us as players, we know Red Wizards are shady bastards. But in terms of the character, he didn't know as much about the Red Wizards. But once some information came out about one of the characters, he knew that they weren't going to be able to work together. But he was at least going to honor the deal about meeting with them. So now, ambush, a lot of people would think, an honorable person wouldn't set up like ambushes and stuff like this. So what he did is he knew tactically that he was going to talk and be fair game, but he was going to ask them to be honest about something. And he told his companions, like, listen, in case this goes bad, just be ready. I don't want to know where you're at. I don't want to know how you're doing what you're doing. I just want you to, be there and have my back. So in that case, he knew that they were elsewhere in the jungle when he went to meet them. And so the Red Wizards actually asked, where are your friends? It's like, I do not know. They are elsewhere in the jungle. And he did not tell a lie. Even though he knew they would be nearby, he did not know where they were. So he basically pulled a Vulcan. He just did not tell a lie, which he doesn't lie.
Yeah.
And that's just one of my cool examples of, you aren't stuck to your alignment. People are more than just...
Yeah, I feel people are way too, quick at just saying that, your alignment, dictates everything you are. And I feel like that's not right. It dictates generally how you, your general disposition towards everything.
Lawful good is not lawful nice or lawful stupid if people play it right. It's one of the best... To me, it's one of my favorite alignments to really play with.
I'm playing a lawful good cleric, a warlock cleric, a tiefling that is was thrown out by her family, and she has a lot of resentment towards that stuff. And she is a very good person and follows essentially law and everything like that. But she isn't afraid to do what she needs to do for many things. And she will do her best to not cross the boundaries that set, but she has essentially her own internal code that she goes by.
Right.
But yeah. Hello.
And that's another thing. There is actually one acceptable lawful evil character I would have in my party, a true assassin, because what they do is considered an evil thing, taking a contract and killing for money. But because they are an assassin, they have a code that they would follow, and therefore the lawful evil, it doesn't mean that they themselves, they're just wanton, because, ow.
Wow! I did not see that come. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Back up and wait for you.
Alright. One thing that I learned specifically, and one thing that I keep in mind specifically when it comes to lawful characters in general, is that lawful doesn't mean that you follow the law per se. It means that you follow a code of conduct, essentially.
Yes. Exactly. No, I highly agree. Paladins, they follow their honor code, whatever it is. If it's to their church or whatever, and that law is their law above all laws of a land. They don't just immediately go to an evil world where, slavery's legal. Well, that's the law,
Yeah.
That's not how that flies.
Yeah. I got an extra blood vial here.
And the same with the assassin character. Yes, they are inherently evil because they are killing for money, but their code is what, separates them. They keep their code not to kill a non-contract or, kill only in defense of their life if they have to.
Yeah.
Whatnot. So it's one of the lawful evil is one of the few evil alignments that honestly is one of my more acceptable ones that I could have in a party, depending on where they come from. Because alignments can change. For one, people forget that.
Yeah.
You know, the more good actions you do, the more you start to fall in that alignment. The less lawful actions you take, or the more you break your code, the more chaotic, you know, whatever.
Dude, the funny thing is, like, the first campaign I played in ended up being an evil campaign by accident.
Heh.
Cause
All right, so
cause one party member decided to team up with Medusa, and that essentially mean that she
Sinister
and
Bell's coming in.
because our characters didn't know that Medusa was evil, and we realized it at one point where we had to kill a we had to sacrifice a child, and that's when we realized, oh, we might be working for the bad guys.
Oh, go get him.
Oh, I got stuck on a wall.
Yeah, a lot of people love to PvP right here, so I'm cool with, you know, giving them a fair fight. Oh man, nice job. Now, if someone comes in and doesn't do the bow first, and they just go willy nilly, fuck them. We're gonna fuck them up.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think his reach.
Going.
Yeah, his reach is. He's a lot closer to me than he seems, is what I'm noticing.
Ah, damn. He just. I didn't even get one good swing in on him. Like, okay, so he's fought Chicago users before. I've gotta be more careful with that.
But yeah, but yeah, like, I think. Oh my god, we were like been in such a roundabout, like talking about so much D&D stuff that I'm like, we don't
you're
have
the one that decided to start reading from the book on stream.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like. But yeah, like, I just like I enjoy letting things kind of go, like, flow a little bit. And sure, this is like my Tuesday campaign is the only one that I'm essentially controlling their level ups, how they level up and stuff, which is why we have a paladin that's also that is a fighter level 1, paladin level 2, cleric level 1, and a barbarian level 1.
Crazy.
Yep. He used to be a devotion. He's a fighter level 1 devotion paladin, going towards being a devotion paladin, and a war cleric. But now he is becoming he's an oathbreaker and becoming a knowledge domain cleric, because he switched his beliefs over to a forbidden deity of, that's a very evil fucking god of, not necromancy, but like experimentation and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a fun time for everyone.
Did you get invaded?
Yep.
I thought I saw something pop up. So, yeah, I asked my GM permission on with the whole Tomb of Annihilation Paladin, Balador, which is the name of a paladin in Final Fantasy and stuff. It's been a special. That name Balador has actually been in my head way longer than Kal'jun has ever been. It was like as early as 9th grade. I just kept that one more to myself because it's always been a more special name to me. But I've started finally letting it out a little more. Regardless, he is an Aasimar in D&D. And I actually, I my GM's really cool because he lets me role play. ASMR, they have the internal angel that talks to them depending on their bloodline and all that good stuff.
I wasn't even attacking this fucking dude. Got me with his visceral. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm dying to these dudes because I fucking can't tell how close they are to me.
But regardless of that,
yeah, continue.
So I have the internal angel, and as I am also a paladin, I went ahead and made it an angel of Torm, which is the god he follows. And I've only talked to him a couple times in terms of just for some role play, but I never abused it. The only time I've ever come close to asking him for something that was completely up to the GM if he wants to give it to me or not was when we got into the actual tomb. There was a particular instance of running into one of our players. Damn it, in case someone ever plays this, I don't want to spoil too much. But basically, without spoiling anything, a situation arose where another, at least deity, was involved. And the deity claimed something that, greater than other gods like my god, Torm. Well, while we were dealing with the situation, I told Lynn, hey, I want to meditate, and I want to talk to Valandris, the angel. And this is only like the third time I've ever talked to him. And I shout his name, because I have actually the Flame Tongue Sword. I shout his name when I ignite it and everything. I really like, and I say prayers to Torm while I'm fighting. I really get into this character. Hold on, stay back. We're going to wait for the two to come down, fight them, and then we'll go rush the fire dude.
I thought they were dead.
No, they should be coming down right now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I talked to him and I asked him just a couple of non-game breaking questions if he could answer about this deity and what it was and if it actually had credence to the things it said. And I learned that we were on almost another plane, or it felt like, because he could barely contact me from where he was. And so it was really cool. We had a good little chat, and I got a little piece of information that was, useful, but it wasn't like game breaking, and so I really got into that. So it's all about, what will the GM work with you on, and what all that was leading to was, I asked him if I wanted to take a couple levels in Warlock, no more than like maybe 3. Because the Warlock class or pact I would want is the one that allows me to talk to like the Divine Soul or whatever. Because of Valandris, my bloodline would he allow that as part of the story? And he's like, yo, that's perfect. In fact, if you choose that one, it makes the most sense.
Are you talking about? There's the Celestial Pact. Is what you're talking about.
I couldn't remember I thought it was Divine, but Celestial Pact.
Yeah, I'm playing a Celestial Warlock right now, so yeah, I know what it is.
So, because it fits my character, and because the pact is what it is, I would make the pact with Valandris to inherit a bit more of his power that's direct from Torm, in order to face my enemies or whatnot and so on. And so that was something he agreed to, and it would make sense story-wise to become that if I wanted to for a couple levels. And it would give me some really awesome features that Paladins don't normally have. Like the Elder's Blast for a little bit of range. Ah, damn it.
One of the coolest abilities that the Celestial Warlock gets is the Healing Light ability. To heal with like long range heal. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't remember. Can you get that within 3 levels, or is that later?
At level 1.
Okay, that's okay.
You get it at level 1,
right.
And at level 1 you can do you have 2d6 that you can use to heal, and then 3d6, and you get 1 plus your level of d6s to use to heal. And you can
see that would be.
And you can use max if you have +3 in your charisma, you can use max 3 at once to heal. So the more charisma modifier you have, the more dice you could use at once.
Which for Paladin, you know, it's like that particular thing would be amazing. Damn it.
It worked really well for me because what this did for me is that I could like, because I was at the time I was only a warlock for a while, and that gave me a long range heal that I could use to save people if they went down, and also just extra heals. But now I'm a cleric. By the way, I'm a cleric with like horrible charisma for it. No, horrible wisdom for it. I had 13 wisdom when I did it, but I have 14 now, so I have +2. I don't have any, like, my cleric stuff is not like any attack spells, only support spells that I'm using.
Nothing wrong with support.
I have healing spell. By the way, just because it's funny, do you want to know how much I can heal like currently with my like warlock slot?
Sure.
So the minimum heal I do in level 1, with a level 1 spell, is 1d8 plus 7. If I remember correctly, it should be +7. Yeah. So, yeah, 1d8 plus 7. So the minimum I can do is 8, and the maximum I can do is, what, 6? Yeah, 15. The maximum I can do with the third
he get knocked off?
No, he died here. If he got knocked out, I didn't see it.
Because I didn't get an item from him.
Oh. But the maximum I can do is 3d8 plus 4 plus 5. So it's 9 plus 3d8. I can heal. I'm a very effective healer, is essentially what I'm saying. Like, the minimum heal I will give you is 12. The maximum I will do is, like, 20-something. Well, the maximum I can do is, like, I can go to 30-something. I'm really good at healing.
Well, the thing is I'm an all-arounder. I went your classic vanilla style sword and board paladin. I didn't go with the whole vengeance paladin stuff. Don't get me wrong, vengeance is fun, but I believe heavily in I favor the classic paladin, and so I like things all around. Well, the ranged heals would be one good thing. You know, it basically gives me like a ranged lay on hands, essentially.
Yeah.
The other thing that appeals to me about going a few like up to only 3 levels in Warlock would be the Eldritch Blast, and like one of the options is to do basically get over here, Scorpion, pull enemies towards you.
Yeah, that you can get like two of the like evocations you can get is like to add your charisma to your Eldritch Blast, and then also a what is it called, a Arms of Hadar. I think it pulls them closer to you, which is really cool.
Yeah, so there's a couple of really good features that it would give paladins support their weaknesses that they sometimes have. Oh wow, that's Sefka's blood. I can't get another one because I'm full on it.
Lol. I was thinking how funny it would be if I'd have one blood vial of everyone by the end game, but
Alright, so fun fact. Do you want me to spoil something about her for you?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. This is spoiler. This is a spoiler zone. So
this is the queen. She's the final boss of the Chalice dungeons.
Oh.
And that's what I think about that.
Mm.
So she doesn't really give you anything. Anyway,
give me one moment. I'm gonna pour myself a drink.
You know what? Me too. I need some more water. Be right back too.
I feel like I have something in the back of my throat that's like kind of scratching me, and it's uncomfortable. But yeah, by the way, one thing I want to try to do... Oh! Brecky boy! Hey, Breck boy. Hey, bro. How you doing? How you doing, fam? But yeah, one of the things I want to try to do is, I'm gonna see if I can make some cool rings soon. Gonna experiment with ring making, and I'm gonna see if I can make, like, very thin rings. I'm gonna see if I can make, like, wire-like rings. It's kind of cool if we can do it. Bro, so happy to see you. You bring me joy. You bring me joy, friend. No, I did not.
Alright, who we got? Who's hanging with us now?
Brecky boy.
Hey, Brecky boy.
Brextern is here to hang out. We both go in, right?
Yeah, go in.
What up? I want to... It's not that I don't want to get it. It's just I don't have the money to get the PS5 right now, so that's why.
Alright.
By the way, I had forgotten that I already got the Moonlight Sword to +10. Because we got the Rock and the Old Hunter.
Alright, you ready for this, boy?
I'm ready for this, boy.
Shut up, you stupid baby. Wah.
Wah, wah.
Hello, Margot.
I love that everybody calls her Margot, but isn't it Murgo?
It's Margot. I said Margot. And this is actually the wet nurse, but... So, yeah, anyway. Hello!
Hello! I'm here to say hello, you cock-sucking bitch! Wanna know something?
Liturgy. Show her the old what for.
I did show her a lot of what fors. Is that good? I heard her a lot, I think.
You spin me right around, baby, right around like a record. Ow, God!
Oh, damn, Tiny Toughness! I don't have any more spell. Well, actually, that is incorrect. I can do more magic if I want to. It's just not gonna be great. Oh, yeah, I forgot I had the, Oh! Oh! Don't you talk to me. Have laser beams! Oh! I think she doesn't like me.
That's fine. Ow!
Please don't die.
Fine.
Is this the trolliest fight we've done? I feel like it is.
Well, the thing is we've kind of already done the orphan, and
yeah,
the orphan is significantly stronger.
Yeah, I just thought it was really funny that we basically just did this without any effort at all, really.
Why the hell are you still here? Go away. Nightmare Slay.
Wow, that took a moment.
I got another umbilical cord.
Yas!
Alright.
That was really funny.
Let me go back and spend some... Oh, God, I have a lot of souls there. Or echoes. Souls. Anyway. Go away! Can't touch my lantern.
How you doing, Breck boy? What you been doing, other than getting your PS5 tomorrow? While he answers. Yeah, the fun thing is, though, like... The one thing that I really enjoy about, though, like... The stuff you can do, like, in 5th edition, like, the story you can do with classes. Like, the one thing I've realized, and this is kind of what I've realized specifically after, and I've always had this opinion, but it's kind of been, like, enforced ever since I started DMing, like, my Tuesday campaigns.
Uh-huh.
I'm, like, when the classes start making, like, when you start getting, like, improvements and, like, class stuff, and it, like, is reflected in the story, Now, it becomes a lot... It becomes way more natural and just way more interesting because it becomes a part of your story.
Yes.
For example, like, I have a Gloomstalker Warlock, like, Gloomstalker Ranger Warlock, who's a Hexblade. And his pact weapon, before he got his class levels and everything, he got a pact weapon that is called the Shadow Servant, which is a dagger. And he learned that if he can put a weapon to it, and they two fuse, and he can switch between those two forms. So he can have it a dagger or a crossbow, because he mainly uses a crossbow. So what he did is he put a weapon up to it, and it changed it, and it also has I also gave it the ability so that, like, if he has a magic weapon, he can fuse it to that weapon. So he found a magic weapon that deals frost damage, and he fused those two together. But, like...
I'm back at the the lantern, by the way. Ring him a bell.
Alright, I'm gonna...
It's hard to get a word in when you're on a tirade, bud.
Should I buy stuff with it, or wait, I'm gonna do one level up with this, because I can.
I went ahead and leveled up, and then I filled out on blood vials and bullets. Yeah. This is like your perfect opportunity to do so.
Oh, wait. Oh, I do not own enough bullets. I need to buy a fuck ton of bullets.
Yeah, you use a cannon, man. That sucker, like, wastes them.
Yep. But yeah, but yeah, the cool thing about it is that, like, his first level as a ranger, and he got a special, like, he got like a special boon from his patron, because all of them got blessings that basically and this is kind of like a bit funky, but instead of getting the standard, like, spell progression like you would as a ranger, and the standard spell progression as you would as a warlock, his spell progression is no matter which class he takes, he always gets the spell progression as a warlock. He just looks at the warlock spell list, and he gets, like, the ranger specific spells, like the Hunter's Barrage and stuff like that. But, like, otherwise he only goes up as a warlock. Which is, you know, because when the Gloomstalker path is what he does when he doesn't rely on his warlock abilities, but when he relies heavily on them, he goes up in his warlock class. So if he uses a lot of spells and, like, uses his evocations and relies a lot on them, he goes up as a warlock. No, as a warlock. But if he uses his natural abilities and just does, or relies on his experiences and stuff like that, that doesn't, like, call upon his patron's abilities to help him, then he levels up as a ranger. Oh boy, he aimed at you, which meant that he hit me as I came running up. That hurt a lot. Ow. But yeah. So yeah, that's kind of how his level progression works, and and it's kind of just, it's been an interesting way of seeing him level up, like, by seeing how much he relies on his powers. And the most entertaining part was, like, at one point, he has a curse. He's a goblin, and he received a curse that turned him into a rat person. And every day at 8 o'clock until 8 o'clock in the morning, so from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., he turns into a full rat. With the intelligence and everything of a rat. So what he did is he asked his patron if he could if he could help him and like
Oh
replace.
damn it!
Oh man,
It's been lagging and like jittery all over the place, so I didn't realize he was on me, but until he was on me.
I wonder if I'm having a bit of weird technical issues. Like, I don't think they're horrible,
Well,
but
well, no, I think it's the server tonight, honestly, because even on my end, the one
oh
guy
yeah,
when I fought him was
I
jittery.
actually I think you're right because I had problems like getting into my save, online save, but then like when but then after a moment it was okay. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to kind of finish what I was saying. So yeah, the cool thing about it was that every is just watching how he did it, and he had a moment where he asked his patron because he couldn't because they had to travel out of the city, and while they were out of the city, they had one encounter, accidental night encounter with a beholder, and he couldn't help them. So he asked his patron if he could make a deal with him, which the patron agreed to. In exchange for him finding an item for him and claiming it, and then from a certain place, which is why they did the whole Cthulhu Mansion thing that I've told you about, he would be relieved of the effects of his curse, like the ones that turn him into a full rat, for a number of days.
You went all the way back. I got up to where the pigs are.
Okay, I'll go back then.
I was coming back to where you were.
Okay, I'll go back. But yeah, so yeah, he made a deal so that he would not turn into a full rat for a number of days, fitting, corresponding with the curse. So, currently, he doesn't turn into like a full rat, which is, you know, very beneficial for him, but he still has the curse. And while the pact was, while they had the deal, and before he found the item he needed to find for his patron, he was barred from progressing as a warlord because his patron told him that while this deal was in effect, he would not receive any more aid from him. Ow. Did we just hit each other and he died?
Something like that. I figure we'd rush him while he returned on back, and
yeah, I mean that was not a bad idea. But yeah, so that's kind of the whole plan with that was kind of the whole thing with them. With that Ranger Warlock build.
Cool.
It's interesting because his character, he didn't want to enter the Warlock pact to begin with. He only did it because he didn't have a choice. It was like either he would die at the moment, or he would make the deal with his patron and be saved, because the patron offered to save him in exchange for them entering a pact. So it was literally a life or death kind of situation. Oh yeah, there's an item there that I didn't see.
Yeah, that's why I walked this way in case you forgot.
Yeah, thanks. Oh my god. Good job, Brecky boy. He's writing such amazing essays right now. They're so big. Two 5,000-word essays and one 3,000 words. But yeah,
I saw that.
But yeah, I wasn't gonna go on an incredible barrage of words there.
I did an interview for a different position in company yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I think it went relatively well, but there was one part where they were like, "Do you She doesn't give you anything, by the way, but you can still just kill her. They were like, do you know Access and Excel? I'm like, well, Excel, yes, but really, I've never worked with Access whatsoever. And so I was just honest about that and whatnot. But the cool thing is the person I interviewed under is when I first started the company in one division and was in that division for 3 years. She was a boss in that division for about a year. The first year I was there.
God fucking no. I rolled a little bit to the side, so I got stuck on the wall. Oh yeah.
But yeah, so you know, it was a more comfortable interview. Now they still have to ask. They do a lot of star interviews. You know, situation, task, action, and result. But anyway, so I think it went relatively well. But you know, if I don't get it, it's whatever. I was just honestly trying for it because it felt like it'd be something that was less mundane. And it's a special investigations unit for our insurance company. They have a lot of leeway in social media because they're always watching for fraud, people doing things, you know, illegal things. Like one of the people has been working on a case for 4 years. Like the kind of stuff that they do is very outside the normal scopes. It sounds like something I want to do. It's just, but at the same time, if I don't get it, it's whatever. I tried. I'm just hoping my merits back me up on this one.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that, like, even if you wouldn't get it, like, that doesn't mean that you won't get it ever, though. It might just mean that,
I mean,
might just
have to
mean
wait
that...
for it.
Oh. Shit, I'm gonna do one thing really quickly. I don't know if I have it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I upped the... I was taking a bone marrow thing to make up my damage. Oh, whoops. Wrong button.
I was trying to see if I could stagger her, but... Oh, no, I forgot. She does invisible stuff. There she is.
She didn't do that with us earlier,
Yeah.
so...
We spanked her on mine.
I know this feels so weirdly cheap, but I'm still doing it. It works! That is the only thing that matters. Oh.
Really? Twice? There she is. Prepare for the dive. Tried to get her with it. Damn it. Let me hit you.
I do actually pretty decent damage with my arcane stuff on her.
And done.
Yep.
Alright, so you're gonna... Don't forget to talk to the doll when you get back and whatnot. She's gonna tell you some different lines. But the place will be on fire. So have fun.
Nice.
Now, we still need to go deal with Lawrence first.
Oh, I think the reason why you don't disappear immediately is because we're waiting for the cry to end.
Shut up! Stop saying things that are logical. Only I can use logic.
Murgle's wet nurse! Third umbilical
Logic!
cord. Logic!
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 Wait, that should be your fourth umbilical cord.
It is. It is
Ow.
my fourth umbilical cord. Which, by the way, I will use.
Alright, so I will see you...
So
Alright.
I will become an extra big on that whole become an extra big elder god after this.
So, FYI, for Lawrence, you go up to the church, you gotta fight the big axe guy, but in the area right before him is where you can summon.
Alright.
Up in the cathedral, so it allows you to summon in that area.
Yeah. Which, by the way, also, just because we were talking about that D&D stuff earlier, one cool thing about one of my players who's She is playing. She was playing a shadow. She had become a shadow sorcerer, and every time she grew her powers, her elder god, essentially the elder god that is her child, became stronger.
Oh, just so I'm not rude. Yes, I agree, Mr. Brick. Yeah, applications do tend to go randomly at times. I just wanted to acknowledge his statement.
Oh yeah, smart. But yeah, the cool thing about that was
So someone's a shadow sorcerer in your game.
yes, and the cool thing that happened with it was that she essentially every time she got stronger, her like the elder god that is her child got stronger as well, and there came a point where I told her that she could, because she is like she isn't a god, but she's the mother of a god. She could technically make a pact with her child to gain certain different strengths, and I showed them to her, which is also from a Fateforge book. Oh god. And the pact was called the Pact of the Primeval One, which is essentially a pact with like elemental, like raw elemental spirits and stuff like that. Things of like the things like if you'd make a pact with a Tarrasque, you'd be a primeval one essentially, and they get really cool things that kind of mess with people's minds and stuff. And she was really like pretty excited to play that, and it was just cool to see like because I know that she wanted to play that, play a kind of combo of that.
I'm heading up to the church from the first lantern in Hunter's Nightmare.
Yes. And the one thing I did to make sure that like people didn't get screwed over is that whenever when they leveled up, essentially what I did was when they reached level 4, even though they were random classes, I still gave them I decided to give them feats at fixed levels instead of making them like at the levels of the class. Because like I thought it was a better, like, since I was controlling their levels, it was a much more like it was a better way of doing it so that they would actually have it like not have to like rely on getting to level 4 in certain classes to be able to get those, so that they could actually customize their characters and stuff like that in a way they wanted, and would still get
cool.
like
this wasn't here before when I tried to fight him. I don't know why. I guess beating Murgo brought him in, but Valter, the dude that the buckethead that gives you he uses the whirly gig saw. He's He's summon. Oh, he doesn't have his hat on. Him sexy. Hey, baby. How you doing? His name is Valter Beasteater. Anyway, I'll beckon first. So once you get here.
All right.
Are you done yet? Oh.
I'm on my way. Is what I'm. I was thinking about whether I should just to lower my insight, I should buy the short ritual root chalice, but I don't know. I should check.
Whatever. I haven't really used it yet, but
All right. Hunter's Nightmare, just there, right?
Yeah, regular Hunter's Nightmare. Run up the stairs, past the 100. Just basically go up to the church. Remember the flaming ball of death?
Yes.
And then there's going to be a big guy when he comes out. You can let the other two kind of fight him first, but just take little pot shots at him and get past him.
Alright.
And this thing fights, again, very similar to the first cleric beast, but he has this like flame aura stuff that comes out, and it's really annoying.
By the way, just a curiosity question, really. The one of the things that like kind of annoyed me with 5th edition was the fact that like I'm not a huge fan of the fact that like feats and ability score improvement became part of like a class progression, not just an overall progression. But what is your opinion on that?
I haven't had any real problem with it. I mean, because the feats are so powerful, I get why. Or at least a lot of the ones that there's some that aren't. They're like more. They're very situational that don't make sense to take
A lot
for
of
such a.
Yeah, a lot of the feats in players,
But,
a lot of the feats in Player's Handbook are not balanced in the least.
but there are also quite a few good ones, and they're extremely powerful. Like if you're a human fighter, first level, great weapon master, and you take it like Jeebus, you just like bumped yourself up by a freaking boatload. So, but fighters are the only ones that seem like they can get that progression a little earlier than others. I don't know. It's I'm kind of 50-50 on it. Like I like it in some regards, and then other regards I don't like it. But say you don't roll your or like if you roll dice for stat progression, and some people get lucky on their rolls, and you're closer to maxing out your stats, then well, it's not as big of an issue. You can actually take a feat earlier than stat, or wait until you've run out of stuff if it's a high level game.
The one
Like I said, it's 50-50 for me.
the one thing I just the reason why I don't like the fact that it's built like that it's kind of locked to level class progression is like because I feel like it should be overall character level. Like
You're talking about that.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about just in general that you have to choose for you have to choose stat or feat.
At first, when I read the book, just to like kind of tell you that like my opinion on that really quickly. When I read the book first, but before I played it, I thought the fact that feats were optional and like that's not. I thought that was really weird. It not off-putting, like almost to the point of off-putting for a moment, because I did like the thing that I noticed about the feats was that they were very very not balanced, because some feats were really really good, some were like awful. So you could kind of tell that some feats would never be picked, but I could also notice that like some feats gave you like also bonuses to your.
Look at how pretty he is.
Oh yeah,
That's the guy with the bucket head.
Ah.
The guy that we have our little this from.
Yeah. But yeah, I noticed that I thought it was really weird, at least for me, that the fucking you were reliant on getting the to level that you were reliant on picking a class. Oh wow! Okay.
Wow, I have never died that quickly to this fucker, and
Wow.
suddenly you're here and you are bad luck.
But yeah, the fact that
I'm with you. I mean, I think overall level it should be more overall level than class level. But
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about now. No, that part I do agree with. That you should get your stat or feat bump at overall level rather than class level.
Yeah, because it just feels like you're being punished for multi-classing and stuff like that. And
Well, now granted, let me on the other let's shoe on the other foot on that one. Devil's advocate. There are some crazy class and multi. There are some crazy multi-class combinations that do not need that at all. Honestly, they don't need it the same way.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, they don't necessarily need it or anything like that. The thing that the reason why I kind of didn't like it is because it's like it wouldn't have minded if it was only feats or like only like ability score improvement. But since like ability score improvement and feats are like feat improvement is like locked together as like essentially the same thing, that's kind of what bothered me with it. Like, you had to, and like it doesn't bother me as much that you have to choose between ability score improvement and like.
I just ran past the guy. I'm going to the top of the stairs.
All right. And yeah, it doesn't like bother me as much that like you have to choose between that, but yeah. I feel in a game like 5th edition that is like inherently compared to like 3.5 and Pathfinder much harder to break in a way. Like yeah, you can break it if you want to, but like inherently it's not as easy to break.
Right, because it's a more balanced, like a challenge, like, a party of 4 level 8 characters can still get curb stomped by 20 goblins.
Yeah.
Because, well, they're swarm tacticking you. I mean, literally, it humbles you a little bit. Like, you're still a freaking fighting machine.
Yeah.
But you don't need to get all uppity about it, and those goblins will prove to you why you don't need to get uppity.
Yeah.
Now, granted, also, you put a fighter that's a great weapon, 2-handed sword, human, master of death, battle master, in a man, I tell you, he is crazy. Like that particular combination, oh my gosh, he goes through like 3 enemies if he gets to go first before it gets to anybody else.
But yeah, one thing I really liked about Tasha is that it gives one of the things that Tasha gives is a few new feats.
Do not get near me.
Did you know about the current like Arthurcana feats that have been going on?
I'm focusing on this, man. Can we?
Right,
let's focus on this because I'm not going to be able to respond. This guy is tough.
Oh, he's a harder since he like moves a lot more than the normal one.
God damn it! No, he definitely does, and he's got that stupid fire aura that like it messes with your patterns. Like, cause you know me, I do my transition attack because that's my most damaging attack. But it's so hard sometimes that.
All right, I'm gonna try to time it so that I can get a cannon on him.
Oh, and in the second half of the fight, he changes up. Like, he gets way different. You'll see.
Boy, I don't like where I am right now. He isn't weak against anything, is he?
Definitely not fire, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I'm...
Oh, wait, Visceral! Visceral, come on!
Take him!
Got him, baby! I got him.
Nice.
And now the second form.
Oh, he fell down.
Yep. But look at the trail of lava he leaves behind.
He's actually kind of fast, though.
Yeah. Ow. Took that to the face. It's like fighting Izalith again all over, or freaking the Queen Spider. Oh god.
That was weird.
Damn it!
No!
It lagged on me, and I was trying to heal, and it it said my heal went off, and then I was dead.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, no, on this fight, I'm not gonna be able to concentrate on D&D talk.
I'm face to face with him. I don't. I need to stock up on ammo. So what I will do is do this. But
I'm just heading.
Yeah, I'm gonna run all the way back. I'm not gonna fight anything on the way. I'm just gonna
now,
run.
If you would like to ask a question again while we're in between, I don't even remember what you said.
Yeah, no, I was talking about the feats, cause one thing I noticed, like, the one thing I noticed with the new Tasha book is there are feats in it, but all of those feats are kind of related to, like, instead of fully multi-classing, it kind of gives you, like, a dip into the class. Like, there is a, one of the feats is essentially, like, it gives you an Eldritch Invocation. Like, if you wanna get, like, a kind of taste of that stuff. And I think it gives you also one, like, spell off of the list or something. I don't know. But, like, it also, like, most of the feats that come in Tasha are pretty well balanced. And something that I heard from a friend of mine that's been and just in general when I was looking it up, the big difference between like one of the big differences between Pathfinder Second Edition and D&D 5th is that like feats in Second Edition Pathfinder, they aren't optional, but they are like overall they're way more balanced. Like there aren't as many like feats that suck ass essentially.
Well, Pathfinder still is operating off the single feat model as opposed to D&D. D&D's feats are significantly more, even the bad ones are still significantly more powerful than the weak ones of what 3.5 did, because 3.5 was like all single feats. So, you know, to take again the example of Great Weapon Master, it's power attack, it's cleave, and it's one other thing all wrapped into one. It's 3 feats wrapped into one. Same with, like, say, Sentinel. Sentinel is like a whole bunch of fun wrapped into one. Warcaster is a very essential thing for especially like battle clerics, and one of the alert feats, Lucky is super powerful, but that's just because luck points are always powerful.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the D&D feats are wrapped up from like multiple feats into one, as opposed to Pathfinder, which is more similar to 3.5 days, where like to get cleave, you know, you had to take power attack first.
We just got a raid, by the way. Hey, people!
Raid. Oh, it's Saralyn.
Hey, Saralyn. Hey, raid people.
Hello, Mr. Saralyn. How you doing, bud?
We're just talking about D&D. Hey, Paco. Hey. Aloha.
Right, here we go.
Alright, let's take a break on this discussion. We got important things to look at.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get my stuff.
If we die again, I'm gonna check up on his, like... Oh, ow, I should not have done that. Oh, he's coming to talk to me.
Good. I'm tired of talking to him. It's all yours.
What's up, Dead Gameplay? We are popping specifically.
Well, you know. Popping off or popping, yeah, not really.
I should have done this beforehand, but, nope, not that. Alright, I'm close enough. Boom! Did I miss or did I hit?
Going in. Woo! Visceral.
I wasn't sure if I hit or not with that.
No, you got him.
Alright.
Whew.
I think that one missed, definitely. That was not the... I thought I had him in my...
And he's not as easy to, like, you can't... Like the other cleric beasts, you could get between his legs. This one, he doesn't allow it.
Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna go arcane on him.
Your arcane's usually stronger anyway for you.
Yeah,